Alright, hey YouTube, welcome back to another Wyman video. Tonight we're going to do just a quick talk about orientation. And when I talk about orientation, I don't mean the type of orientation that some of you might be thinking about. But we're going to talk about the orientation on which you lay your part on your print bed. Okay? And you do this in your slicer, and it'll make a big difference as you're about to see. So this part here, this is just a prototype that I printed out just to do some test fitting and whatnot. And then last night when I was out staring at this thing and looking at it and seeing what I needed to change on it for it to be a viable model, I noticed that it just looked like poo. I really don't like the way that it looks. It really looks terrible. And I got thinking, oh, I can sand it and whatnot, and this and that, and I just wasn't excited about it. And I printed this, as you can see, laying down flat on the bed, just like that. That's how it went through the printer, and this is how it came out. So then I decided, well, I'm going to try it in a different orientation. So I printed it on this edge here. So it actually sat on the printer bed just like this, which you can see is, at a bit of an angle. And I was a little concerned about it when I saw it in the slicer, that it was sitting at kind of a funky angle. But what I did is I made sure that sitting in this orientation, that it was sitting on the bed to where the bed didn't have to move back and forth a whole lot like this, because I didn't want it to knock it over. So instead of printing him just like this, I printed him like this so that the arm is going to run across him this way, okay, to extrude. And I was just amazed at how much nicer this thing turned out. I mean, look at the difference in that. That's a big difference. And I mean, you're talking about, I printed this fast. This was 250 microns, or basically 0.25 mil layer heights. So I could have printed him 1.5 and he'd come out pretty nice. And this was printed at 1.5. So, and he's pretty smooth. There's a little bit of layer lines and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, the difference here is just, it's pretty amazing. So, take a look at that. Take a look at, how your orientation is going to be. Keep that in mind as you're going to print something. The face that you want exposed and whatnot. And yeah, this came out pretty nice. I'm quite a bit happier with that. So yeah, orientation makes a big difference. All right, until next time, like, subscribe, and keep making cool stuff. All right, guys, have a good night.